Russell produced a stunning lap to beat Max Verstappen to pole position for the Canadian Grand Prix, where McLaren surprisingly outpaced in Montreal. Russell delivered a pace Mercedes had promised throughout much of practice to deliver a time of 1:10.8, beating the benchmark set by Verstappen by a tenth and a half just moments later for his second successive pole at the circuit. Title leader Oscar Piastri was only third, but fell well in comparison to his McLaren teammate Lando Norris. An error during Q3 for him left him down in seventh. Antonelli underlined Mercedes' impressive pace by beating Lewis Hamilton's fourth, as Ferrari once again failed to deliver on promise shown in practice, with Leclerc only eighth. Alonso claimed an impressive sixth for Aston Martin as his upturn in form continued despite Lance Stroll being knocked down Q1 in its home race. Hadjar took ninth for Racing Bulls, but that will become 12th after he was given a free place penalty for impeding sights. The Spaniard's Williams top teammate Alex Albon rounded out the top 10 after recovering from a bizarre Q1 incident that saw a red flag shown as part of a huge engine cover flew off his car. Verstappen's Red Bull teammate Yuki Tsunoda qualified 11th, but will start from the back after a 10-place grid penalty for a red flag infringement in practice. The front row, though, which is the same as it was 12 months ago at this circuit, comes with huge baggage following an incident between Verstappen and Russell, of course, at the Spanish Grand Prix a few weeks ago. Verstappen was penalised after appearing to intentionally drive into Russell at the closing stage of the race, with the Dutchman having lost his composure after the pair came together a frantic late restart moments earlier. The 3 penalty points Verstappen received from the stewards took him to within 1 point of a race ban, with the threat hanging over him. This race and next in Austria, when summed up with his licence. The duo, which had clashed on and off track on several occasions in the past, were brought back together on this occasion after both gambling on using medium tyres in the final stage of qualifying. Verstappen hadn't shown any hugely eye-catching pace in Q1 and 2, but then shot to the top of the timesheets in Q3, edging out Piastri as Russell was almost 3 tenths back in third. Piastri momentarily snatched provisional pole before Verstappen went faster, securing his 4th pole of the season. However, Russell switched to the mediums, paid dividends, and produced a superb final sector to go comfortably clear of his rival. He said to say was awesome, and the last lap was probably one of the most exhilarating in my life, because of the steering wheel you have the delta, and I can see every corner as 1 cent quicker. I got into that last corner, I was 6 cents up, so I was like, this lap is mighty. Crossing the line to see with P1 was a real surprise, and I was so chuffed with it. While the first Grand Prix pole of the season result delighted Russell, their weakness has generally been matching their race pace with their 1 lap pace. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. But Russell wasted no time teasing Verstappen, saying I've got a few more licence points to play with. Verstappen's insisted on Thursday that he won't change his approach and reiterated that in a press conference, stating, I don't need to hear it again, it's really pissed me off. You were speaking about it on Thursday, it's such a waste of my time, it's very childish, so that's why I don't want to say too much, because it's really annoying that we have to live in. While the renewal of the Verstappen rivalry will steal the headlines, potentially more significant consequences of the season will be the chance Piastri has to extend his 10-point lead over Norris. It was the Australian who appeared unusually flustered in final practice on Saturday, as he was lucky to avoid seriously damaging his McLaren hitting the wall of champions. Norris seems to be benefiting from a front suspension upgrade McLaren brought to Montreal. The team hope would see him overcoming his struggles with the car's handling so far, particularly in qualifying. The Brits still appeared to be the stronger of the McLarens as he finished ahead of Piastri in Q2, but then came unstuck when it mattered most. With McLaren choosing to stay on the soft compound rather than use the mediums they kept for the race, and an error at the final chicane, Norris blew the first fine lap, leaving him to salvage 5th after the first runs. While Piastri pulled it together to produce another lap, Norris inexplicably faltered again, during which he was fortunate to avoid major damage on the barrier. He said, not ideal, just too many mistakes. I hit the wall in the last lap. I had confidence the car felt really good, but just made too many mistakes. Piastri admitted he was pleased with turning around the situation that could have rested his championship lead under threat. After how practice went, I'm pretty happy with myself. A nice turnaround. I'm pretty happy with third. It's a bit different this year, but I will definitely take it. And before I go, let me run you through the grid for the race. And it's Russell on pole. Yeah, great job from him. He really delivered. That was an incredible lap on the mediums. I think Verstappen will be very happy to be up there as well. Can certainly work from there tomorrow. Piastri as well. Probably McLaren haven't really had to pace this weekend, but to finish so far ahead of Lando, he'll be delighted with that. Anthony in 4th after a tough few races. Yeah, really good job from him. Hamilton 5th. Yeah, I think it's just been a pretty solid weekend for Hamilton. Leclerc did look like he was on a quick lap, but made a mistake, which has just been a hallmark of his weekend. And yeah, you'd have to say a pretty decent job by Lewis, and Leclerc will be frustrated, as will Lando Norris. A really costly mistake from him, and he just can't keep doing this in the title race, can he? But Alonso in 6th, he's really finding form. Great job from him. Hadjar down to 12th, will be really disappointing for him. But still a good job, way ahead of Lawson. Who really struggled. So yeah, once again, Hadjar is showing off the great impressive job he's doing. Albon, good job from him to get that car into Q3. Williams didn't really have the pace this weekend. Colapinto as well, he'll be absolutely delighted with that. That's really solid from him. I think Hulkenberg will be pleased as well. both of them can work from there. And then Haas seems to be relatively competitive this weekend. Borsetto away off his teammate, so yeah, that'd be disappointing. And I think Sykes will be most frustrated. Obviously, getting blocked by Hadjar had a huge impact on his qualifying. Stroll away off Alonso his home race. I wonder if that wrist injury is still affecting him. And then, yeah, like I say, Lawson and Gasly just really didn't find a place. That'd be hugely disappointing. Sonoda in 11th, so you can almost say that's not too bad. But then ruining it like that with that penalty, yeah, that'd be really frustrating for him. And I think he'll be super disappointed with that.
Anyway, guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily F1 news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.